So we got some fun stuff from our friends. Shout out to Hal Harmon.
Yeah.
He watches all of our videos.
Oh, thank you, Hal.
We got some fun things from him. We brought these back from us from Batu. Oh man, it's really sad when you put them on and you're bald, because it just makes you look more bald. And he got us these cool glasses. These are really neat. They're it's probably hard to see on the tiny camera, but they make it look like you're jumping into hyperspace.
Ha-ha! Going into hyperspace, ha-ha! Hope Starfighter's not a big bomb, ha-ha!
Yuck.
Which is funny because Ryan Gosling was in the Mickey Mouse Club, right?
He was, yeah.
Yeah. So this is all connected.
Full circle.
Yeah.
But thank you, Hal. These are awesome.
Oh yeah.
I particularly love the back of them has my boy on there, all Obi-Wan. So yes, thank you, Hal.
Hello there.
Hello there.
It's got arms. That's where we are.
The hat doesn't have arms.
That's where we are in our relationship. Is we now live off quotes from our previous recording.
We do.
So we are in the process of mapping out things regarding the Phantom Menace.
Okay, yes.
And it is going to happen. As you can imagine, life, things happen, and we're trying to like navigate real life and make this happen. Also, I can't stress it enough. Like, we just want it to be good. We want it to be good quality. So it's almost like less is going to be more for us because we care about making sure the quality of the product is good.
Yeah, we're taking a step away from our old like just winging it and doing it as we go, and we're building out a proper like true shooting schedule. And
he doesn't want me to do it on my iPhone, is what he's saying. But he's not wrong, because the iPhone served its purpose.
It did,
and the iPhone allowed us to do this, really. But like, past that, what is it good for? Absolutely.
Yeah, because you gotta get an Android.
Say it again.
We're gonna do it all on an Android instead.
Come on, you and your mouse hat. Whatever.
What else do we have? So Phil came across something fun.
I have a box.
You got a box.
Yeah.
And inside of the box, there's more boxes. No, there's so
it's a Patroshka doll. Just like this one big box
just
within a box. You expect me to take anything you say seriously when I look to my right and I see you in that little hat?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love my hat.
It's great. Thank you.
All right, so we got a box. What did you call the Russian doll things?
The Patroshka? Is that what it's called?
I don't know, man. That's why I asked.
We'll let the internet tell us that we're wrong, but
that's the nesting things, right? They look like eggs.
Yeah, it opens. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
So we have a box.
Yeah.
All right,
we have a box.
This is the box.
These are amazing.
Yes,
we love them.
Thank you, Hal. So we got a box. It says
got a box. He's from the Bronx, or from Boston.
All right. So this box is full of all kinds of fun things. You can see a little poking out there, actually.
So there was apparently an estate sale, and they were dumping a bunch of really cool stuff, and we threw some of that stuff in a box, and we're gonna unbox it to see what magic is contained therein.
So it's a variety of different eras too, which is also really cool. So we will.
The good one and the bad one. No, I'm just kidding. No, the good one and the no ads. We can just call it like apples and oranges, different eras.
All right, we'll start with this big guy because it's taking up the most room.
That's me. I'm sorry.
Hey. So most of these are Kenner. For any of you Star Wars nerds out there who know, Kenner made majority of the action figures starting even back all the way to the 70s.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I actually have a couple of the original Kenners in here somewhere. They're pretty cool. Anyway, so this is a Kenner. You want to hold the box?
Only you and Hal would know that.
It's.
Am I the model?
Yeah, I guess so.
We've got Tauntaun.
We've got the Tauntaun. We got Luke on the Tauntaun from Hoth. This one is actually from '97, so this has been around the time that they redid the trilogy and they brought that back out.
Wow.
Yeah. It's old enough to have the cutout proof of purchases, and it has. I was a member of this when I was a kid. For those of you who remember any of this, it's going to be backwards. We'll flip it around. The Star Wars Fan Club. You could join it at this time for $20 for a 6-issue subscription.
You ready for Buff Lando?
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Lando, he hit the gym hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, like Arnold Schwarzenegger's
We're talking like...
you could calm down a bit.
And, like, he's so buff that even his bell bottoms are buff.
He's got multiple blasters.
Yeah, he has two, yeah.
You gotta show him, man. Look at it. That's not even a shirt. That's just
Oh,
like...
heavy rifle and blaster.
Someone painted his abs blue.
We have super buff Lando Calrissian.
And then you see the picture and you're like, oh yes, I see it.
So here's
the resemblance is striking.
There's the very buff Lando, and then there's the actual picture of Mr. Billy D. Williams.
Aww.
There you go. There's some light now. It's pretty hilarious.
You were great, sir. Fantastic
Yes,
job.
thank you, Mr. Williams.
So hey, this you probably own that
Yeah,
action
sure.
figure. All right, what
That was
next?
a Kenner as well.
I want to do one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, it's Conehead. What do you call him?
Kiadi Mundi.
And also with you. All right, this is Conehead. Conehead Jedi.
His name is Kiadi Mundi.
We have a Conehead ready for when we get to this character in the books,
We do.
and Charles already told me that he refuses to play this character.
It's just
So-
it's a nail on the head for the bald guy to play the bald guy, you know. These are not Kenner. These ones are Hasbro. We have a few of these in here from this same era. These are the smart ones, right? They can.
Yeah, it's basically if Sir Gary Oldman had like a bee sting his head a million times, like, you know.
For those of you who don't necessarily remember who Kiadi Mundi is, he's the one where the meme, what about the Wookiees comes from, because he was always, he loved the Wookiees.
All right, Charles, you pick one.
All right.
We have a video where we're visiting and pulling things out of a cardboard box.
Yep.
That's kind of quality content you just can't get anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, I'm glad we have whiskey for this part of this channel. Okay, go on. What did you find?
Right. Oh, I found the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Boba Fett. This is another one of the Kenners. This is from '95. This is a Tonka one, which is kind of cool.
A Tonka?
Yeah, like the Tonka trucks. Remember those?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The same. Oh, wow.
Because they made I can't remember if they made, like, they were plastic or die cast, but they made vehicles too back then.
Wow.
If I remember, you could like put the characters.
They love broad shoulders. I'm not gonna look. Ooh.
Chewbacca.
Chewie.
Yeah, nice.
Look at those muscle arms.
He's kind of ripped. He looks like the one from the Book of Boba Fett. What was it?
Oh, yeah. He's at the gym pretty good.
Chrysanthemum, what was his name? Chrysanthemum?
Whatever, yeah. Either way.
Yeah, he's pretty buff.
Good, Han has a friend.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil himself.
Hey.
We've got a Han Solo. This is from Return of the Jedi. This is when where he's wearing the trench coat or the duster or whatever. Yeah, when they get taken by the Ewoks. These are cool. We'll have to figure out a way to do this, but there's actually like a film piece in there that you can see. I can see it, because of the light, but you can actually see the picture there of him. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
Look at that. All right, my turn. All right. He shot first.
Greedo.
Greedo.
Yeah. Yeah, another Kenner.
Just one of the 7
90,
deadly sins.
96.
Creed.
Is that one? I can't even know. Pretty normal looking though. He's this is still
This is normal looking.
yeah, normal looking Greedo, not super buff or anything.
Yeah.
I like everything's in meters, by the way. I never even noticed that before.
Meters? Oh my word. Yeah, you're right. All right, go on. You pick.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is another one of those those Comtech ones. For those of you who don't know what that was, unfortunately, we do not have the communication device. So if you remember in episode 1, there's a short scene where they're testing young Anakin Skywalker's blood, and Qui-Gon Jinn calls to Obi-Wan, who's still on the SN1 Naboo ship, whatever, the Padme's ship, or Queen Amidala's ship, excuse me. And he calls to him on a thing, and they're asking about a midichlorian count. And so they made a toy back in the day that was shaped like that. And when you got these guys, there was these little chips that were in there, and they're stands that you put the action figure on. And when you would put it on there, it would say something from the movie, like
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
yeah, or yeah.
It's right there.
Tatooine is sparsely populated.
It says what he says.
Oh, it doesn't. I don't even see
It's the Jedi.
Yeah, so like
Those are all the lines he says in the movie. Sorry.
No, he says Tatooine is sparsely populated.
I was kidding.
If our chase is correct, we'll find him quickly, Master. Yeah, that's right. That's his other line. He only has 4 lines. Anyways, and then when he gets cut in half or whatever.
Yeah,
so
half off the mall.
Half off Darth Maul. Yeah, what is also interesting about this, it doesn't have both sides of the lightsaber. If you can see, it's only got one half ignited, which is kind of cool. These were fun. Maybe at some point we can find one of those at like an estate sale or at a garage sale or something. We can actually see.
Did you say it was a woman's Gillette razor?
Yeah. One of the fun facts of the filming of the original Star Wars films is that they were still making a lot of the props by hand back then. 3D printing wasn't a thing yet. And so they that communication device that Qui-Gon uses was a Gillette razor, like a lady's Gillette razor, and they just like spray painted it silver and put little tchotchkes on it to make it, with little greeblies and stuff to make it look like it was a communication device.
Oh, we'll cut that. All right. Buff. I'm guessing. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah,
Buff
it's over
Luke.
to the buff Luke.
Look at those arms.
Yeah, look at that.
Mark Hamill wishes. Wow. Okay, look at that.
Yeah, which one's
tiny little feet?
Is this another 96
You know
one?
what they say. That looks nothing like Luke. I feel gypped.
You know what it kind of looks like? It looks like if Robert Irwin was playing Luke Skywalker.
You're the only person in the world who knows what you're talking about right now.
It's Steve Irwin's son. And his name Robert. Oh! His name's Robert, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
You know what
okay, I get it now.
Super
Sorry.
buff,
I was like, who?
It's Robert Irwin, right? That's his name.
I assume so. But yeah, Steve Irwin's son, I get that. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
But
buff Luke Skywalker.
Super buff.
There you
but
go.
yeah, if you look at the picture of Mark Hamill, in the 70s, and then look at this.
Yep. I totally see it.
Totally, yep, that's totally him.
We love you, Mark.
Also,
Thank you.
His lightsaber is almost as long as he is tall. Just for.
That's what they say about Mick Jagger.
I thought that was Keith Richards.
I'm sorry. It's good to be back.
Ah, yes, Mr. Grand Moff Tarkin himself. This is another 96. This one saw some sunlight or something. Yeah, it looks pretty normal. I mean, he's
looks like a gunslinger with his.
Yeah, I know. He's very
thick old thighs.
Well, and he's got a very gunslinger pose. But yeah, very good looking action figure.
Biggest qualm with Rogue One was that they did CGI for him.
I didn't. I remember not hating it when I
All
first
things
saw
considered,
it.
It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
There were certain shots that they should have stuck with because they were convincing, and there were others that were a product of its time. But I just feel like they should just recast like they did with what's his name in Andor season 2.
Oh yeah.
And then we go with it. We're like, yeah, we get it. Give us that character again, and we believe that maybe you'll do something more with this character.
Well, I think they were still trying to justify all the work and technology they did with de-aging in Tron.
That's fair.
And so they were trying. I think they were trying to take that technology.
Rogue One was such an anomaly. The very fact that we look back now and go, that was a semi-successful
they did
Star
Carrie
Wars.
Fisher too at the end.
Yeah, and that one bothered me more than this one actually. But yeah, I mean, again, I would almost rather they just cast her daughter in that moment.
Well, which is what they wound up doing. Yeah. And the I don't remember which one she showed up in now. Billy Lord, that's her name, right? Billy Lord.
I think so. But
daughter's name. But yeah, when she shows up as a young, she shows up as young Leia when Luke is creating the temple and all that. Lightsaber fighting. Yeah. But yeah, no, this was not bad except for it's inaccurate. If you can see, he's wearing boots, and as we all know, he wore house slippers.
Slippers. That's when you know you've arrived, and you can make those kind of demands. All right, let's keep this going. Yes. Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi in his hood. That's right.
Nice.
Yes.
He's green lightsaber, right?
One of the coolest moments from our full release of The Jedi Doth Return is the effects that Seth put on Charles when he played Luke in the hologram. Yeah. Talking to Jabba. It was so cool.
Yeah, that was very cool. Shout out to Seth on that one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice action figure too. This one looks better than the other one does. Oh yeah. He's the only not buff one.
That's how you know it's accurate.
Yeah, that's right. Got my guy. Got Obi-Wan here. Not a whole lot to say about him. He's depicted wearing a hood in the picture, but he's not wearing a hood in the action figure itself. Again, very, very, very long lightsaber, kind of funnily long. But they, if we think back to the movie,
you know what they say.
Yeah, they were fighting with some funny looking lightsabers back then. But
okay, that's just insulting.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
And as we can see, his cloak has arms.
It has arms. All right. We're almost done, I promise. Hey, I'm so glad I got this one.
Yeah, Mr. Nien Nunb himself.
I haunt Charles's nightmares with this one.
Yeah.
This was Nien Nunb. This was my character, and it was one of the most beautiful moments of our friendship when I would improvise this character and Charles would lose it.
Oh my God.
And I was like, all right, we have comedy gold. This is it. This is what we're looking for right here.
Yeah, man.
He's never looked better.
What a guy. I can't also, let's talk about how cheap this was back in the day. It was $5.76. That's pretty awesome. It has an old school Walmart tag on it. That's pretty awesome. All right, we got another Han Solo, another buff Han Solo. He's got like Jake leg or something there. Look at his leg. This is them on Hoth. This is the famous scene. Well, your Tauntaun will freeze by the first marker. Well, I'll see you in hell.
I'll see you in heck.
Yeah, this
Heck
is
is for the people who believe in gosh, as Jason Ross would say. Sorry.
Yep. But yeah, again, very buff. He's got a very funny smirk on his face. I don't know if you can zoom in enough to see that, but it's
that's
very,
accurate
very
to
funny.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Ooh, and we're down to a Sith.
Oh yeah,
A Sith. All right, so which should I know what I'm going for. All right, no. I'm both characters. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, power of the dark side. This was probably one of the most fun characters I got to play in the Jedi Doth Return, because and it was partially because Charles added that thing with the guard where it became a comedy routine. It wasn't even in the script, and he would just what? It was so good that it just made every scene. I looked forward to every Emperor scene because I knew Charles was going to put on that Russian gas mask and totally ham it up the whole time. It was great.
All right, so for our last one here, we saved best for last. It's there wouldn't really be a Star Wars.
He brought balance to the Force
without this character. And it's nice because this one shows him at a point where he was you can have this action figure whether he was evil, or you can show him at the very end when he comes back around and becomes Anakin again. We have Darth Vader himself,
redeemed
Anakin
Darth
Vader.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really,
that was another fun scene that we shot.
Yeah.
Where we actually tried to play it serious.
Oh yeah.
And we had to force ourselves to play it serious.
Well, we had to play it serious, and then we made it comedic at the very end.
That's true.
Me dragging you down the hallway.
Oh man, I'll never forget. Yeah, and it was so ticklish. Oh man.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. This was a cool action figure. I never had this one growing up, but I do remember this action figure very, very specifically because I remember it being so cool to get to see him without his helmet on. Mm-hmm. That was something that I to this day think was one of the best ways they could have shot that character.
Yeah.
We get a lot of information about Anakin when we were, when they came out with the Clone Wars TV show, and we get to see Anakin as a young man and watch his fall and everything, but the way they shot that at the very end, I don't have much hate for them replacing the original actor with Hayden Christensen at the end of episode 6.
Oh, with the Force
Ghost.
Yeah. No,
but I think there was always something special about having the original actor, and I'm blanking out his name right now, and I apologize for that.
Is he back?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
There was always something kind of special about that because when they showed him as Anakin, because he loses his identity, right? He becomes Darth Vader. He's no longer Anakin. Anakin is dead, as he quotes in to quote the Book of Obi-Wan or whatever that show was called.
An attempt was made. Yes.
they do that, which I think that they got, they did that very, very well.
It was a good 2-hour movie in there somewhere.
Yeah, but I think they did really well with this, and this action figure actually looks quite good for especially for the time.
Yeah.
And the final scene that they show, and I wish we'll figure out a way maybe to show you guys what it is. It's Anakin coming back at the very end there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, which is really beautiful.
There you go. That's our box.
Just for anyone who didn't notice, the hand is detachable.
Oh, really? So Obi-Wan still has the high ground.
Obi-Wan still has the high ground. I guess Luke in the state has the high ground.
I think it was Harris who said the other night to me, he was like, just so we're all aware, Obi-Wan had the high ground several times during that fight.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's
the whole argument of why he fell in love with the Mandalorian, because he would always have the high ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
Am I the only one that, like, because correct me if I'm wrong, at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, which, like, we don't have to talk about, but, like, the rise where she's hearing all the different words of the different Jedi whisper in her ear, and I think Anakin says, correct me if I'm wrong, Internet, Anakin says, bring balance to the Force, like I did. And, like, I hear that line, and if I'm the Jedi, I'm going, no, not like he did. Like, maybe not like that.
Well, he kind of did. I mean,
he did.
In a very the story of King Arthur, Lamorte Arthur, or whatever. Like, it wasn't really Lancelot. It was Lancelot's son that brought it back.
Yeah, but like I said, when I heard that, I was just like, no. If I'm the Jedi Ghost, I'm going, we want to distance ourselves from that guy over there. Like, Anakin, you need to calm down, buddy.
Well,
like,
I think the funniest thing about it all was when they had Obi-Wan just go, Rey.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. But that's our new toys.
That's awesome.
A little
we
update
have so
on
many new toys.
Yeah, a little update on what we're doing.
All right, Sláinte, sir.
Sláinte ba.
Oh, you found it? I thought you could. That's not fair. It's a Patroshka doll, just like this one big box within a box with a. Have you ever had a relative do that, where they give you that for you for Christmas?
Oh, we do it every year.
Every single.
That's like a tradition in the house.
First of all, who has that kind of time? I want to meet like the person and have a strong word with them. Like, you never get that day back. I don't know why you felt compelled. Maybe you were watching something or listening to a podcast, in which case I guess it makes sense. But
rainy day, man, you can't do anything.
If you expect me to take anything you say seriously, when I look to my right, I see you in that little hat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love my hat.
It's great. Thank you. You know, my wife was looking through these. I love my wife. She went through this box. She was like, honey, you know, I totally liked action figures in high school, and I would give these as gifts to my brothers. We could save money. And I was like, no, this is for the channel. Put them down, dear. So there was like a whole kerfuffle. I didn't fully know it was in this box, but I knew if my wife had her druthers, we would be giving certain ones away. And I was like, no, this is the channel's. We're not. And she's like, why are you fighting me on this? I'm like, because these are my toys. And I'm having this discussion as a grown man in his late 30s, talking to his wife about how she can't have his toys because she wants to give them away to her brothers so we can save money at Christmas. And I say, no. I say, they're mine. Anyway, so, yeah. Or better known from the musical 9, Guido.
Yeah, Guido, yeah.
Guido,
well,
Guido,
there
Guido.
is they do call him that in one of them. I can't
Really?
remember, yeah.
How?
You overhear it in one
So
of
he
the
is
things.
Italian.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
Italians
he's
Italians
Rhodian.
ain't what they used to, dude. Am I the model?
Yeah, I guess so. Hold it a little closer to the camera.
Need a little more cleavage?
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
right.
no.
Vanna. Did you know that a tauntaun is 1.3 to 2 meters tall?
Hmm.
Kinda cool.
Did you know that if
Climate steed.
if it's only half a tauntaun, it's a wonton?
We're not drinking Japanese.
Oh, okay. That's not even Japanese. You know what? First of all, we agreed never to talk about that memory.
We'll cut that. We're gonna cut that.
Secondly, no, that part stays in because no one has any context. It lives in infamy in our heads, but no one knows. I want to be in the nursing home one day watching this video, Charles, and you and I will know, and I'll call you up and go, can you believe? Anyway, Wonton.
Wonton.
Anyway,
As opposed to two-ton.
exactly. Tauntaun.
All right, so that's our first one.
So there's wonton ton, and there's two ton.
And there's another tauntaun.
another ton. And if it's ominous, it's ton ton ton. He hates it. All right, we'll cut that.
I expected that one to come from me.
I've been waiting to say that.
I can see that.